Okay, welcome. Episode 3. I don't know if I'm going to call this an episode of the podcast, as this is more of a game preview for the Eagles, but let's get into that. Let's get into some of the positions that the Giants are adding this week. We get Will Hernandez back from the COVID list, and as decent as Shane Lemieux has played, I want Hernandez to start because I just think he's a better athlete. He's a better player. He's been playing for longer. When Zeitler gets traded, hopefully at the end of this season, hopefully we can see him, Shane Lemieux, move to right guard. But until then, I think Will Hernandez is he's got that spot at left guard, and I think he'll start to the end of the season, barring any injuries. The next player the Giants are getting back, Tay Crowder. I don't think I saw him play last week. And I know he was on IR, and due to the whole, there's a new COVID procedure with IR, so I think he had to wait 3 weeks. I think he'll be back this week, and hopefully he can make an impact. He's actually been pretty good for Mr. Irrelevant. I think the only slightly relevant Mr. Irrelevant at the 360th pick or whatever it is. Another player on offense that we're getting back, not getting back, but getting to see this week, hopefully, Dante Pettis. And I think he was horribly misused in San Francisco. I think he needed a bigger role on the starting offense. I know he showed up to training camp out of shape, but the Giants are taking a lot of risk here with Dante Pettis. He'll probably get paid maybe $1 million, 1.5 at the end of the season. And then after that, we can decide to let him go or re-sign him. But the Giants can't really lose in this situation. All we can hope is that he's the guy we saw from Washington, which is where I believe he played. Phenomenal route runner. And a super good athlete. He's extremely fast. He's quick. He's good off the release. I think the Giants might have found a decent player here off. I think it was off waivers. I don't think we did. Yeah, we didn't trade anything to get him. But off of waivers, this is a very good pickup. I know he showed up out of shape and then he fumbled the kickoff, but I don't think he was given enough. He wasn't given enough of a chance in San Francisco, especially with a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo, whose main job is just to hand the ball off. Now moving to the Eagles are getting Alshon Jeffrey back this week, which scares me a little bit because now they have Alshon Jeffrey, Travis Fulgham, and Jalen Reagor starting against the New York Giants. And I think I'm missing another receiver, but I can't really remember. Our cornerback situation is, to say the least, mediocre. Isaac Yiadom has decent plays, mostly downfield, but he can't cover a short route to save his life. He also misses tackles, which is why Terry McLaurin had that 70-yard touchdown. I think this is going to be a pretty hard game for the defense if our pass rush can't get to Carson Wentz, which I think they will. Leonard Williams has been a beast all season. Dexter Lawrence and Dalvin Tomlinson are obviously going to plug the middle. And then the edge rushers, I'd like for someone else to step up besides Leonard Williams. O'Shane Ximines is not playing this week, I don't believe. I think him and Xavier McKinney are coming back after the bye. So this one will be up to Kyler Fackrell. And, God, we are thin on edge rushers. Carter Coughlin, I think. I'm probably missing another player, but I don't think we have any other edge rushers because Lorenzo Carter's out. A guy I would like to see on the defense more, sticking with the defense here, Cam Brown. Every time he's on the field, I feel like he makes a play, whether it's hurrying the quarterback or making a tackle because he's so fast he can cover sideline to sideline. He's not completely into the game plan yet, and I understand that. but he needs to start playing more. I think he could be a very, very good pass rusher if we give him the chance, because I feel like every time he's on the field, he's making a play. He had the longest arms in the entire draft. That includes Mekhi Becton. That includes Matt Pert, also on the Giants, who had the longest arms of any offensive lineman. He has longer arms than Mekhi Becton, and Cam Brown, he has longer arms than the both of them. I keep getting Xbox notifications. I apologize if that comes up in the final recording. God, that's annoying. But this defense really needs to step up this week. I think if the offense can do what they did last week, Daniel Jones doesn't turn the ball over, we establish the running game, we throw passes here and there, mostly short. If we take a deep ball, we will. But this defense needs to anchor down. Do not let Boston Scott destroy us again. Every time we play this team, Boston Scott embarrasses the Giants, and I don't understand how. He's not phenomenal or outstanding in any way as a running back. I don't know why he destroys the Giants every single time he plays them. Can we please get his number and limit him to whatever he can do? Please limit him this week. Make sure you have his number. God, I'm considering picking him up in fantasy right now because every time he plays the Giants, he scores 20 or above in fantasy. Dude is just unstoppable against this team, and I don't understand how, because he's not good against any other team. He's pretty terrible against every other team. But as soon as he plays the Giants, he's phenomenal. And the Eagles are getting Miles Sanders back, which is even worse for our defense. But they haven't shown me anything this season that would make me think that they can't stop this Eagles offense. That was a really bad way of wording it. I think they can stop this Eagles offense, is what I was trying to say. Bradbury's going to get their number one, who I'm assuming is Alshon Jeffrey. So as far as I'm concerned, he's out of the game. Darnay Holmes and Isaac Yiadom have both been atrocious this season, giving up plays after plays after plays. I would like to see... Oh, and they have Deshaun Jackson. How could I forget? Oh, my God. I mean, as long as Wentz keeps playing like Wentz this season, which is terrible, then I think that the Giants have a chance. If he comes out and starts playing like an MVP, I'm going to be a little worried. The running game I'm not super worried about besides Boston Scott. But the receiving game, it worries me. Logan Ryan and Jabril Peppers, I think, will be fine. I think they'll do good this game, but I would love to see Darnay Holmes step up, maybe get his first interception this year. Same with Yiadom. We need more turnovers from the defense. That is a must. And I have no reason to think that they won't, because last week they forced 4 on the defense. Blake Martinez, if he continues to play well, I think this defense has a shot at stopping the Eagles. But they don't have Zach Ertz, but they have so many weapons at receiver. And it worries me that I don't know. I think it might be too much for this defense to handle, but they've proven me wrong in the past, the Giants. So hopefully they match up well. I think this pass rush is going to be fine. I don't think it's going to be good. Like most weeks, I think we're going to get 2 to 3 sacks, but they're going to be off design blitzes. Maybe a corner blitz. Logan Ryan might get another sack. I'm worried about the defense, but I'm not panicking. Is what I'm saying. I think they'll do fine. I don't think they'll do good. I think the Eagles will put up anywhere from 21 to 30 points in this game. I think that's fair to say. But the offense, I'm very, Very excited to see what they can do this week. We're getting Devontae Freeman back. So that running back group it's interesting. It's very Patriots-esque, and I hate saying that because I don't want to be the Patriots. I want to be the Giants. I want to have our own identity, but the community backfield seems to be working. I think Gallman should still be the featured back. I think he should be the number one, followed by Devontae Freeman and then Alfred Morris, and Dion Lewis is more of a third down back, mostly just blocking or pass catching. But the offensive line has shown me a lot in tandem with these running backs. The run blocking, and I encourage you to go watch it, Baldy on Instagram did a great breakdown of the Giants' offensive line and how Shane Lemieux, the rookie, how aggressive he is on his pull plays. And he'll be replaced, hopefully, by Will Hernandez this week, who's just as aggressive, if not more, and stronger. So I'm looking forward to seeing him back. Andrew Thomas has been playing phenomenal in his last 2 games. Didn't let up a single pressure. I think he let up one against Chase Young. It was an outside move. He just committed too far to the outside. Chase swiped his hands and then ran inside and pressured Daniel Jones, but he found a check down. So no harm, no foul. On the rest, he wasn't swinging his leg back like we've seen week in and week out. He was planting, cutting off that inside move and forcing the D end or the linebacker to go outside of him. Nick Gates continues to play aggressively. I love him. He has honestly been my favorite player on this offense this year from the growth that I've seen from week 1 until now. It's between him or Wayne Gallman because I love Wayne Gallman so much. But Nick Gates has been clearing holes. He's been knocking dudes over. He's super aggressive. If he pushes you to the ground, you're not getting up until the end of the play. So I've loved Gates from week 1 until now. The progression he's made is special. Zeitler he's good as always. Doesn't really do a whole lot wrong. Might get beat once, might get a penalty, but besides that, he's pretty solid. And then Matt Pert at right tackle. Get Cam Fleming out of here. I'm sick of Cam Fleming. He's okay. He gives up pressures every game. He's not a particularly good run blocker. Get Matt Pert in there. I don't know if you guys saw it. Go back and watch it. It's pretty easy to find. The play where Pert just drops Ryan Kerrigan. This is an all-pro pass rusher still, as old as he is. He's still a very good pass rusher or linebacker in general. This was a run play. And Pert just buries him, man. He's so much stronger than I thought he was going to be. He uses his leverage perfectly. And he's got, again, the longest arms of any offensive lineman in this draft class. He's way stronger than I thought he was going to be. And he just buries guys on run plays. And in pass protection, he's been pretty solid. Last week against Ryan Kerrigan and Montez Sweat, he didn't let up a single pressure. Then again, he only played a limited number of snaps, but from what I saw, he's been playing very well. Super aggressive. I love where this offensive line is heading. Shout out to Mark Colombo. I don't know what he's doing with this group, but god damn it, it's working. He has turned this group into an offensive line that is not good yet. I will say. The run blocking is iffy, and Daniel Jones is still getting beat up. However, from week 1, they have improved significantly. They make me very excited for the future if we can just keep this group together. Most likely, Zeitler is out in the offseason, and then Lemieux or someone we pick up in the draft will go and play right guard. Hopefully it's Lemieux because I really like him. So yes, the offensive line has been making me very excited. Daniel Jones is who I'm going to get into next. Matching up versus the Eagles is going to be rough for him. I don't know if Darius Slay is in. I think he got injured in the last game. I'm not sure. He might have just hurt his ankle or something. I'm not 100% sure. He might be in or out, but assuming he's in, Daniel's going to have a rough time. I got to be honest. I don't think this is not this is not Washington. I think despite their rankings, I think the Eagles have a significantly better defense than the Redskins football team. Their pass rush is just as old as they are. Fletcher Cox, Vinny Curry, and what is his name? Brandon Graham. With all those guys in, it's going to be a rough night for Daniel. Now, we handled them fine in the last time we played the Eagles. Andrew Thomas had a particularly rough game, but that can be fixed. And it has been fixed. He's shown to be a far better player from that last Eagles game. So I think he's going to be fine. But Brandon Graham is always going to be a problem. Fletcher Cox is always going to be a problem. So with those guys headhunting Daniel Jones all game, I don't think this is going to be a 0 turnover game. I think this might be a 2 or 3 turnover game. But I'm not happy to say it, but we know who Daniel Jones is. Last week did not change my opinion on Daniel Jones one bit. He is okay, and he's going to turn the ball over a lot, whether it be 3 interceptions or fumbles. Hopefully they can keep those guys off of Daniel, but I don't think they're going to. The corner matchup this week is going to be interesting. Oh, no. Oh, I completely forgot. They have Derek Barnett, who's been playing well this season. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. So that's going to be difficult for offensive line to stop. And Vinny Curry. Their linebacking core, considering I can't recognize a single person on here, I kind of recognize TJ Edwards' name, but I'm not I'm not too worried about that. I don't think they're going to do a whole lot in this game. Okay, Darius Slay and Avonte Maddox. They also have Nico Roby-Coleman and Crayvon LeBlanc. I think our receivers are better, honestly. I mean, this is a very ill-informed statement because I don't know anything about Crayvon LeBlanc or Nico Roby-Coleman. I know Avonte Maddox is good, and I know Darius Slay is good. And he's not on IR, so that was wrong. Along with Jalen Mills and Riley McLeod at strong and free safety. I think our receivers are better. Evan Ingram, as always, is going to be terrible. I think he's going to be terrible again. He's going to drop open passes, and that's just who he is. But Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Alex Mack, Dante Pettis. I think these guys are better than them. I think they're better than any corner I just named besides Darius Slay. I'm excited for this receiving core. Darius Slayton, I do not know why we don't throw it deep to him. I guess because the offensive line needs to play better. You need more time to develop these plays, but he's been open. Just find him. Find him open deep and hit him open. Because on most plays that Darius Slayton runs deep, he burns guys. He's fast. He's very, very fast. Sterling Shepard, great slot receiver. He's shown me more this season that I think he deserves to be on this team. Dante Pettis is a great addition this week. Great route runner. Good outside guy. He's tall. I think he's 6'2". Big body. Same with Alex Mack. Great route runner. A little bigger than Dante Pettis, but 6'2". This receiving core, I have to see them. I can't say they're good yet because obviously they're not. They're not the best weapons ever, especially Evan Ingram. But if they can play well this week and put up, 21 points between those guys, I don't think they will because that would require Daniel Jones to throw 3 touchdowns, and I don't think he has that in him, especially against the Eagles, which we underperform against as always. I don't know why. But yeah, my final thoughts for this game, I'm not picking the Giants to win, obviously, because it's the Eagles. I think the Eagles are a slightly better team than the Giants overall. So my final score for this game, 24-17 Eagles. I don't like that prediction. I don't like it at all. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong by 1,000 points, but I don't think I am. I think it'll be a good defensive game. I just don't see Daniel staying on the field long enough to secure the victory. I think we're going to go into the fourth quarter with a lead. I think we're going to go in like 17-14 maybe. I think we're going to go into the fourth quarter with a lead, but I've seen it play out too many times versus the Eagles. It's like PTSD. I know how this is going to turn out. This has not changed my opinion that this team has a lot of hope. Joe Judge is a great coach. Patrick Graham is a great defensive coordinator. I don't know about Garrett, but this team is headed in the right direction. I just don't see it this week. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully we beat the Eagles and we're actually in a race for this division somehow at 2-7. Finishing 9-7 in this division would win. I think it would win easy. I think it's going to be difficult for any team in this division to finish over 500. So there is a chance. I would love to see it from Joe Judge. I would love to see it out of Daniel Jones if he has a good game. But my prediction is staying realistic. I have hope for the future, but not for this week. I'll be back with a post-game report after the Giants most likely lose again to the Eagles. Here's hoping they don't. Here's hoping I'm here with a different attitude on Sunday. See you guys.